But let's face it, over 90% of startups fail. So what makes that 10% different? What are the key insights that turn a basic idea into a billion-dollar success? Let's break it down. 5 key insights for startup success that every aspiring entrepreneur must know. 1. Solve a real problem, 0.40. Success doesn't come from fancy tech or cool design. It starts with solving a real painful problem, the kind of problem people face every single day. If your startup is solving something that genuinely makes lives easier, you're already ahead. Think of Uber. Transportation was chaotic, unreliable. They simplified it. Airbnb? Hotels were expensive. They gave people an alternative. Ask yourself, what problem are you solving? And is it worth solving? Visuals. Examples of daily life problems, famous startup solutions. 2. Start small, validate, then scale, 0.45. Your idea should first be launched as an MVP, a minimum viable product. Build the basic version, test it with early users, gather feedback, iterate quickly. And once you find product market fit, scale with confidence. Remember, small steps lead to big leaps. Scaling too early without validation is a common startup killer. Visuals, MVP sketches, app testing, feedback sessions. 3. Build the right team, 0.45. Behind every successful startup is a team that believed in the vision, even when no one else did. Startups aren't a one-man show. You need co-founders who complement your skills. A tech head if you're non-tech, a business thinker if you're technical. Look for people who are not just smart, but also resilient. Passion, trust, and collaboration are what keep the startup engine running when things get tough. And trust me, they will. Let data drive decisions, 0.50. Too many founders fall in love with their idea and ignore the numbers. Big mistake. Data is your compass. It tells you what's working, what's not, and where to go next. Don't rely only on your gut. Look at user behavior, retention, engagement, and conversion. If people are dropping off after the first use, that's a sign. If your CAC is higher than LTV, fix it. Learn, adapt, pivot if needed. Smart founders listen more to metrics than to their ego. Visuals, analytics, dashboards, founder looking at reports, team adjusting strategy. 5. Cash flow is king, 0.50. A startup doesn't die because of no ideas. It dies because it runs out of money. Control expenses, avoid vanity spends, and make every rupee work for growth. Focus on sustainable growth. Aim for profitability, not just popularity. Remember, in the end, cash flow is not just finance, it's survival. Visuals, budgeting spreadsheets, investor calls, cost-cutting meetings, hour and closing thoughts, 0.40. Startups are hard. The road is long, uncertain, and full of setbacks. But with the right mindset, the right insights, and relentless execution, anything is possible. Focus on problems worth solving. Start lean, move fast, build with people who believe. Let the data speak, and always, always respect the cash. If you're building something or dreaming of it, don't quit. Take these insights, apply them smartly, and maybe your startup will be part of that 10% that changes the world. Like, share, and follow for more startup wisdom.